Several potential causes could explain why breakers are tripping in multiple mobile homes when one unit activates its air conditioner. Firstly, paralleled electrical systems should be investigated. Mobile homes sometimes feature multiple electrical panels interconnected in parallel. A faulty neutral connection in one home can force current through the neutral lines of other homes, overloading their breakers. Secondly, consider a common ground fault return path. Mobile homes frequently share a common grounding system. A ground fault in one mobile home can cause fault current to return via the grounding systems of neighboring homes, tripping their breakers. Thirdly, reverse polarity, although rare, can also be a contributing factor. In cases of reverse polarity, the incoming power might have swapped neutral and ground wires. This can cause current to flow through the neutral lines rather than the ground, thus tripping breakers. Fourthly, examine for a loose neutral connection. A loose neutral connection, either at the utility transformer or within the mobile home itself, can create unstable and high resistance connections, resulting in voltage fluctuations and breaker tripping. Fifthly, assess the possibility of an overloaded neutral. Simultaneous use of high voltage appliances in multiple mobile homes can overload the neutral wire and lead to breaker tripping. Sixthly, inspect for faulty wiring. Damaged or improperly installed wiring in the problem mobile home could create short circuits or other faults that trip breakers in adjacent mobile homes. For troubleshooting, begin by checking all neutral connections at the utility transformer and in each mobile home. Use a voltmeter to verify proper polarity and voltage levels. Thoroughly inspect the wiring in the offending mobile home for any signs of damage or loose connections. Consider disconnecting the offending mobile home from the electrical system to determine if the breaker tripping issue in other homes persists. If the problem remains, contact the utility company to investigate potential issues with the power supply. Let's elaborate on paralleled electrical systems. When mobile homes are wired in parallel, they essentially share the same electrical source. This means that the neutral wires from each home are connected together at some point, usually back at the main service panel or transformer. The purpose of the neutral wire is to provide a return path for the electrical current back to the source. Under normal circumstances, the current should flow equally through the neutral wires of each home. However, if one home has a faulty neutral connection, such as a loose or corroded connection, it can create a high resistance path. This causes more current to flow through the neutral wires of the other homes, overloading them and tripping their breakers. To diagnose this issue, you'll need to carefully inspect the neutral connections in each mobile home, as well as at the main service panel or transformer. Look for any signs of corrosion, loose wires, or damage to the connections. Tighten any loose connections and replace any damaged wiring. Next, let's explore the concept of a common ground fault return path. The grounding system in a mobile home park is designed to provide a safe path for fault current to flow back to the source in the event of a short circuit or ground fault. This helps to protect people from electric shock and prevent damage to electrical equipment. When a ground fault occurs, the fault current will typically flow through the grounding wire back to the main service panel or transformer. However, if the grounding system is not properly installed or maintained, the fault current can take an unintended path, such as through the grounding systems of other mobile homes. This can cause their breakers to trip. To prevent this, it's important to ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and that all grounding connections are tight and corrosion-free. You should also check the ground resistance to ensure that it is within acceptable limit. Reverse polarity, while less common, can also cause breakers to trip in multiple mobile homes. Reverse polarity occurs when the hot and neutral wires are accidentally reversed, either at the outlet or at the main service panel. This can create a dangerous situation, as it can cause appliances to be energized even when they are switched off. In some cases, reverse polarity can also cause current to flow through the neutral lines instead of the ground, which can trip breakers. To check for reverse polarity, you can use a circuit tester. The tester will have 3 lights that indicate whether the wiring is correct, reverse polarity, open ground, or other wiring problems. If you find reverse polarity, you should immediately correct the wiring to prevent any potential hazards. A loose neutral connection can also cause a variety of electrical problems, including breaker tripping. When the neutral connection is loose, it creates a high resistance path, which can cause voltage fluctuations and current imbalances. This can lead to breakers tripping, as well as flickering lights and other electrical issues. To diagnose a loose neutral connection, you can use a voltmeter to check the voltage at various points in the electrical system. If you find fluctuating or unstable voltage readings, it could indicate a loose neutral connection. You should also visually inspect the neutral connections for any signs of corrosion, loose wires, or damage to the connections. Tighten any loose connections and replace any damaged wiring. An overloaded neutral can also cause breakers to trip, especially when multiple mobile homes are using high voltage appliances simultaneously. The neutral wire is designed to carry the unbalanced current between the hot wires. However, if the neutral wire is overloaded, it can overheat and cause the breaker to trip. To prevent an overloaded neutral, it's important to ensure that the neutral wire is properly sized for the load. You should also avoid using too many high voltage appliances at the same time. Finally, faulty wiring in the problem mobile home can also cause breakers to trip in other mobile homes. Damaged or improperly installed wiring can create short circuits or other faults that can trip breakers in neighboring homes. To identify faulty wiring, you'll need to carefully inspect the wiring in the offending mobile home. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracked insulation, or loose connections. You should also check for any signs of improper installation, such as wires that are not properly secured or wires that are not the correct gauge. If you find any faulty wiring, you should immediately repair or replace it to prevent any potential hazards. Regarding neutral connections, it is the crucial return path for electrical current. If a neutral connection is compromised, the electrical system can become unbalanced, leading to a variety of issues. A loose or corroded neutral connection can create a high resistance path, causing voltage fluctuations and current imbalances. This can result in breakers tripping, as well as flickering lights, malfunctioning appliances, and even electrical fires. To check neutral connections, first de-energize the circuit by turning off the breaker. Then, visually inspect the neutral wires and connections for any signs of damage, corrosion, or looseness. Use a screwdriver to tighten any loose screws or terminals. If you find any corroded wires or connections, clean them with a wire brush or replace them entirely. It's also important to ensure that the neutral wires are properly sized for the load they are carrying. Undersized neutral wires can overheat and cause a fire hazard. When dealing with polarity and voltage levels, the correct polarity ensures that electrical current flows in the intended direction. Reverse polarity, where the hot and neutral wires are swapped, can create a dangerous situation. It can cause appliances to be energized even when they are switched off, increasing the risk of electric shock. To verify polarity, use a circuit tester or a multimeter. A circuit tester will have 3 lights that indicate whether the wiring is correct: reverse polarity, open ground, or other wiring problems. A multimeter can be used to measure the voltage between the hot and neutral wires, as well as the voltage between the hot and ground wires. The voltage between the hot and neutral wires should be approximately 120 volts in a standard residential circuit. The voltage between the hot and ground wires should also be approximately 120 volts. If the voltage readings are incorrect, it could indicate a polarity problem. Wiring inspections involve a systematic examination of the electrical wiring system to identify any potential hazards or defects. This includes checking the condition of the wires, connections, and electrical devices. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracked insulation, or loose connections. Also, check for any signs of improper installation, such as wires that are not properly secured or wires that are not the correct gauge. It's also important to ensure that all electrical boxes and panels are properly grounded. Poor grounding can increase the risk of electric shock. If you find any damaged or improperly installed wiring, repair or replace it immediately. When disconnecting the offending mobile home, it helps to isolate the source of the problem. This will help you determine whether the issue is within the mobile home itself or in the shared electrical system. To disconnect the mobile home, first turn off the main breaker in the mobile home's electrical panel. Then disconnect the power cord from the pedestal. After disconnecting the mobile home, monitor the other mobile homes to see if the breaker tripping issue persists. If the breakers still trip, the problem is likely in the shared electrical system. If the breakers do not trip, the problem is likely within the disconnected mobile home. Involving the utility company is essential when dealing with complex electrical issues in a mobile home park, particularly those affecting multiple units. Utility companies have specialized equipment and the expertise to diagnose and resolve problems with the power supply. They can check the voltage levels at the transformer, inspect the neutral connections, and identify any other issues that may be causing the breaker tripping problem. Utility companies can also help to coordinate repairs and ensure that the electrical system is safe and reliable. It is important to contact the utility company as soon as possible if you suspect a problem with the power supply. Before commencing any work, always prioritize safety by de-energizing the circuit. Turn off the breaker that supplies power to the affected circuit or appliance. This will prevent the risk of electric shock. Use a voltage tester to confirm that the circuit is de-energized before touching any wires or connections. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves, and follow all applicable electrical codes and safety regulations. Remember that working with electricity can be dangerous, so it's always best to err on the side of caution. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, call a qualified electrician. In addressing the scenario, paralleled electrical systems can pose a challenge. Consider a scenario where several mobile homes are connected to a shared transformer. If one mobile home develops a high-resistance neutral connection due to corrosion, the current will seek an alternate path of least resistance. This can cause a disproportionate amount of current to flow through the neutral wires of the other mobile homes, exceeding their capacity and tripping their breakers. It's essential to examine all the neutral connections at the transformer and at each mobile home service panel, looking for any signs of corrosion, looseness, or damage. In another case, the common grounding system in a mobile home park is intended to provide a safe path for fault current to flow back to the source. However, if the grounding system is compromised, the fault current can take unintended paths. Imagine a situation where a ground fault occurs in one mobile home, perhaps due to a damaged appliance. If the grounding electrode is corroded or has a loose connection, the fault current may return through the grounding system of other mobile homes, causing their breakers to trip. It's important to inspect the grounding electrode and all grounding connections for any signs of corrosion or damage. Also, make sure that the grounding electrode is properly sized and installed according to the electrical code. Although rare, reverse polarity can also cause breaker tripping in multiple mobile homes. In this case, it is important to use a circuit tester to check for reverse polarity at each outlet and at the main service panel. If you find reverse polarity, correct the wiring immediately. The electrical code requires that all electrical circuits be properly identified and labeled. This includes labeling the breakers in the electrical panel, as well as labeling the outlets and switches throughout the home. Proper labeling makes it easier to identify and troubleshoot electrical problems. An overloaded neutral wire is a serious fire hazard. If you suspect that the neutral wire is overloaded, take steps to reduce the load in the circuit. This may involve unplugging some appliances or using a different circuit. It's also important to have a qualified electrician inspect the wiring to ensure that the neutral wire is properly sized for the load. Damaged wiring can create a variety of electrical hazards, including electric shock, fire, and equipment damage. If you find any damaged wiring, repair or replace it immediately. When troubleshooting, it's important to have a systematic approach. Start by gathering information about the problem, such as when the breakers trip and what appliances are being used at the time. Then, visually inspect the electrical system for any signs of damage or improper installation. Use a multimeter to check the voltage and current levels. And finally, test the system to verify that the repairs have been successful. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, is a set of standards for electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advances in electrical technology and safety. It's important to follow the NEC when installing or repairing electrical wiring. In section 310.15, the ampacity of conductors is addressed, ensuring proper sizing based on factors like temperature and installation methods. Section 250.24 covers grounding requirements for separately derived systems, crucial for safety in multi-unit dwellings. For mobile homes, Article 550 provides specific regulations, including wiring methods and grounding, emphasizing the unique aspects of these installations.